everyone. This is Mike Talks Cars podcast. Today, Nissan Titan is going away and single point of contact for customers. In new vehicle news, many people were skeptical about whether the redesigned Nissan Titan pickup would have a place amongst major truck brands when it was introduced in 2016. Nissan led with an HD version that had a Cummins V8 diesel under the hood and followed the next year with a true V8-equipped half-ton. Sales of the Titan looked promising at first, but have seen a steady decline since that first year. The truck was cut from the Canadian market 2 years ago, which was hard to understand given the massive percentage of Canadians that own trucks. This exit from Canada was perhaps the foreshadowing of the latest rumor about the Nissan Titan, that it's going away. Perhaps not immediately, but sources have said that there is no plan to replace Titan when the current model is phased out. It's possible that this could happen in 2024 or 2025. The current generation Titan is a solid offering, and owners seem to love it. The problem is that not many truck buyers will consider Titan, which sold about 27,000 units in the U.S. last year. Now, to put that in perspective, Ford F-150 sold almost 50,000 units in the U.S. last month. Nissan has spent a bunch of money on the newly redesigned Frontier, which outsold Titan in the U.S. by more than double last year. All this is pointing to an end for Nissan's full-size pickup. I see it as proof that it's not enough to introduce a solid vehicle for the North American market. You have to bring innovation and a market edge in order to succeed. It's not enough to raise your hand and say, "Come buy my truck, 'cause we have one." I'll actually be a little sad to see this one go. Now for some musings with the trainer. Change is something that's been on my mind a lot over the past couple of years. I've thought about all the changes that I've seen in my career and what caused them to come about. For example, can you imagine a dealership that doesn't have a finance office? I can, because the first dealership I worked in didn't have one. We, that's the sales consultants, did everything for our customers, right down to picking up their license plates for them and putting them on the car. When I moved to the United States and started selling for my first dealership there, I learned what a finance office was the hard way. I had sold 2 vehicles to the same customer and had negotiated for the full MSRP price, collected the checks for the vehicles, verified the funds at their bank, and then noticed there was a space on the buyer's order for the sales manager's signature. I already had the vehicles being cleaned for delivery and had arranged for delivery the next morning. I walked into the sales manager's office and passed him the buyer's orders for his signature. He started crossing out the sales number and fast-talking me to get me to go back for more money. When I got him to stop and look at the documentation, he almost fell out of his chair. I showed him the verified checks and said, "All I need is your signature to complete the paperwork." As he realized what had happened, he took me into the finance office and got a temporary sticker for each car based on the buyer's order and asked me what else I needed. After I delivered the vehicles the next morning, my sales manager took me on a tour of how things were to be done from then on. Sales consultants today have a hard time imagining what they would do if they were the single point of contact for a customer. This, however, is a very real possibility for them in the future. I don't see the finance office disappearing anytime soon, but I do see sales consultants handling their own book of business, including basic finance verification, paperwork signing, and delivery. As inventories remain low and dealerships adapt to their smaller footprints, sales consultants that cross-train now with F&I and sales management will be ready for the future and that can be so much fun. It's funny how the old ways can become new again. This is Mike Little reminding you that, hey, selling is fun. Go have a great day.